Yeah. Hey man, it's your boy DAA man, Daylight TV, back at y'all with another material mobcast, episode number 70. It's Friday, end of another week. Lot going on, man. Lot going on. Lot to discuss. Got a channel update. Still trying to figure out, how we finna run this thing. But hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that notification bell if you're really mopping with the content. And let's get right into it, man. Y'all see we on GTA time again. Yeah. First things first, so fighting the conspiracy, but you must prove. And also hitting that safety valve. Yeah. Some more legal, jargon for y'all. We did the Fed versus the state, last edition. So this one we're going to talk about, your defense. What you got to do when the people come at you with that C word, right? Yeah, beating the conspiracy and hitting the safety valve. So last time, we talked about how the feds move. Today we're going deeper. All right? You're in the room. The discovery pack is thick. And the word conspiracy is all over the indictment. In the federal system, a conspiracy charge is like a spider web. Like, even if you're just, on the edge, they'll try to pull you into the center. But just because they charge you does not mean it's game over. I know y'all hear all about the 95% conviction rate and all of that other shit, right? What they don't tell you is it's because a lot of people usually don't go to trial. Like, those are mostly cop-outs. You know what I mean? And it's because the feds, usually when they come, the perception is they got you. You're caught. You know what I'm saying? But today, we're going to talk about how to fight back. And we're also going to touch on that safety valve, what it means, and how some people use it to save their life when they get in the jam. Right? Now, fighting the conspiracy. Now, to win or at least fight a conspiracy case, or like the feds, on the feds end, like the feds have to prove that you had a meeting of the minds. They love using cooperating witnesses, snitches, to say that, you were in on it. And here's how the defense, strike back, right? The mere presence. So it's like this. Just because I was at the cookout where the deal went down doesn't mean that I'm in the business. Being near a crime isn't a crime. We call this mere presence. I saw it, but I ain't signed up for it. Like, perfect example. We all see the story that get told about Meech and how all that partying was just a front because there was actual deals going down, like in the club and shit. All right, cool. I might have been in there popping bottles and shit. You know what I mean? But I wasn't in on the brick being sold. I was here for the champagne, right? Another way is attacking credibility. You know, those witnesses. They're usually looking for that 5K1.1 letter. You know, a deal that, you know, like basically to cut their own time. Your lawyer's job is to show the jury that their testimony was bought and paid for with a lighter sentence. You know, and to keep an eye out for any unauthorized deals. You know, like LeBar Bro Man Spank, even though his shit didn't work out that well. The withdrawal, right? If you can prove that you officially tapped out and cut ties before, you know, certain crimes happen, or before the you know, the initial crime or the conspiracy happened, you might have a way out. But you just can't go quiet. Like, you have to show you actually walked away, left the game. You know? Now, safety valve. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the 18 USC 3553. Yeah, that play. Now, let's say the evidence is tough. You're looking at a 10-year mandatory minimum. Is there a way out? Yes. Yes, there is. It's called a safety valve. Y'all might know the word safety valve from Blue Da Vinci, right? Now, if you qualify, the judge can legally ignore the 10-year minimum and sentence you based on the lower guidelines. But, big but, this is the but where, you know, I say I wouldn't do shit. You gotta hit the 5-finger rule. All 5 fingers. Right? In order to get it. Low criminal history. You can't have no long rap sheet. You know, usually no more than 4 criminal history points. They go by the point system in effect. Can't have no violence, no guns, no threats, you know, no tough guy shit involved in the crime. You know what I'm saying? No death or serious injury, meaning nobody got hurt or passed away because of, you know, the drugs or whatever in the case. You know, no leadership. Yeah, you weren't the boss. You weren't the manager or the kingpin. You were a worker, not the CEO. You know what I mean? Now, then the profit. Yeah, they want the truth. This is the hard part. For anybody, at least for the ones who actually live by the code, it's the hard part. You have to sit down with the feds before sentencing and tell them everything you know about your own involvement. You don't have to snitch on the entire world, but you can't lie about your part and who you were involved in, you know, with doing your part. And that's where the shit, you know what I mean, with the Blue Da Vinci situation, why there was so much scrutiny, and why I say go direct. Once you sit down and you proper with them people, it's over with. Like, I copped out, nigga, to one sale, right? But I didn't profit. The most conversation I had with them people when I did my PSI, my pre-sentencing investigation. And they were basically just asking about, my old criminal history and, whether I grew up in a single parent household. I guess they're getting their little statistics and shit together. The federal system is built to make you fold, bro. They use high numbers to scare you into taking a deal. But knowledge is your best weapon. Understand the conspiracy laws. Know that if you qualify, know if you qualify for this safety valve, you're going to have to sit down there and do some type of telling. And always get a lawyer, bro, that know how to talk to the U.S. attorney. Don't be like big useless, trying to represent yourself and shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, it's the streetwise law breakdown. If you want to deep dive into how criminal history points are actually calculated, drop the word point down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And hit that like and subscribe button. Y'all know, if y'all out here playing and living federal, stay dangerous so you can be safe. That's our spill on fighting the conspiracy. What you need to prove, and hitting that safety valve. Mafia Material Mobcast, episode number 70.